Okay, and this is the weather. Brilliant. Hi guys, right, here we are. It is really bad weather. It's raining a lot, as you saw a second ago, but this is for you. So it's out of the factory environment, a nice smooth surface. Now we're in the outdoors. We're going to try some inclines, declines, and a general mess about whilst getting soaking wet. One good thing we will be able to test today, of course, is the new grippy pads on the foot plates with soaking wet, as you can hear, soaking wet floor, and this is a disaster usually. I can't see it being much better, but we'll try it and we'll see if it gets grippy. It feels a lot more grippy than the old one, so that's one thing we'll try. Right, let's go. Okay, and of course today is not about speed, etc. I shall not be going very fast, and especially in the current conditions, it's completely pointless. This is a usual, normal, everyday test, as I said in part one. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it, of course. You don't want to be going those sorts of speeds. It's really for the extra power to be able to go up long, steep hills and etc, etc. And if you're a heavy chap or lady, then to carry that extra weight. Should see a greater increase in performance there. So yeah, that's what this is for. So you won't be seeing any speed tests in this part. So hopefully no accidents either.
He's coming again. You back.
Well, handles water, all right. Guess that answers water. Good question. This is actually real clay, slippy mud. See us snaking up here as we go up. Yeah, this is like an adventure in it back, but it's super slippy. But this this tyre, remarkably, despite it being like a slick tyre, seems to dig in quite well. So yeah, there you go. Almost at our extreme testing area. Right, this we came up here before. If you watch the videos, it was bone dry. This is a thick clay, and there's actually water running down now. The channel I just come up. And it's a massive fight to get through it. So we're going to try and do as much testing as we can on this. For one, we're definitely going to test riding in slippy clay stuff, which is soaking wet. But anyway, it's sort of spinning, constantly fighting it, just to get it to move. Digs in and it's all slippy. Oh, yeah. Let's try it along here. It's really slippy. Whoa! Yeah. I think, as this is like riding on ice, I think we're going to have to find a different area with a bit more grip to test these inclines. Yeah, let's go find another location. The mud.
Daddy, you don't like this.
Ninebot P! Okay, happy to report these new grips on the foot plates. They are spot on, miles more grippy. I mean, that was covered in mud a bit ago. We washed them off again, but yeah, much more grippy than the previous ones, so that's a very good improvement. I presume those parts will be available separately, but not yet. They're not, because we ordered them all up and they all got taken off our order, so we will be stocking them, but just not yet at time of filming this video, of course. Right, so we've been riding quite a while now. It's time right to 11, so we've probably been out here for almost an hour on these, messing about, going up different bits and bobs. It is just miles more powerful, and that's that 300 watts more in the motor. And I've just been travelling along this road here. It's quite a long straight, and sort of 13, 14 miles an hour is no issue at all. You just ride along, absolutely brilliant. Just trundle along, no issues, not even straining it. So spot on from me. The other question I had was what it's like to jump. So I'm going to do that now. No one's here. And we just see, because it feels sort of the same, exactly same as the E Plus, really. And I can't see it responding any different. So you can jump it around, no problem. Let's try a little 180, shall we? So that same, feels the same. Pads on the side, they just feel exactly the same. They don't feel any softer. I don't think they've changed that side of it at all. It's just the finish of them. It feels smoother, but not softer. But so far, this thing is working out to be brilliant. Haven't had any problems with it so far, which is good. I suppose you wouldn't expect it to. All this talk of Back to the Future recently, does that remind you of Doc Brown connecting up the cables to catch lightning? Yeah, we are in the future. As always with this stuff, it's really hard to film gradients, but I've jumped on the E plus, no, the E, sorry. The boy is actually on the P, strict instructions not to crash it. And I'm on this, and it's beeping. It keeps beeping at me all the time. So it shows you after riding the other one for about an hour and a half today, you do use the parts that you can on the E, at least. So yeah, so it shows you do utilize that extra power, especially with hills. I mean, we're not going fast, it's just the hills. But as always, it's a lot to do with rider weight as well. So with my boy, it hasn't beeped at all day so far. So with me on it, beep beep beep. So extra weight trying to carry up hills. And that's one of the reasons, if you've got two of these, you're going to do a lot of waiting around, because this is actually, can't see on camera, but that's quite a long winding hill. It sort of disappears off in the distance. There's the range for you. And I've had to wait at the top. All these hills, I have to wait at the top. Okay, let's have a bit of a tear down of this one. Whoa, it's yellow. That's a tight fitting. Wow, it's yellow. It's yellow, people. Oh, 340 watt hour. There you go. There it is. Warning: the Ninebot 1P should not use the battery of the other Ninebot. That's what it says. Can I get you to see that? Oh, that's heavy. there you go. Okay, well there you go. Same idea. Let me go and grab a one out of an E. Okay, that's the E plus battery. It's 240. No, sorry, an E battery, not an E plus. Forgive me. And that's the 340. I haven't got an E plus battery here, but this actually looks thinner. I'll put them on a table in a minute and have a look. Maybe the same height actually. We'll do a side-on view, side by side, in a minute. So that's that out. Next, let's try. That's interesting though. Not to use another battery. Right. Let me flip this over. And there is the controller board. Okay, and there's the board. And there you go. So you've seen that. Here's the inside of these leg support covers. So it's sort of stitched and then glued on, so overlapped and then glued by the looks. Okie dokie, side on view. So there's the batteries. Yep, pretty much exactly the same. So put that one on there as best I can, lined up. And exactly the same, and back to back, so it's clearer. There you go. Pretty much exactly the same thing. Let me weigh the batteries actually, that might be an interesting little project. Okay, right, the E battery, there's no point showing you battery, 1.5 kilograms, and the P battery, 1.52, so hardly any difference despite it being 100 watt hours more. That's remarkable. Okay, that's the E. Double check it, and this is the P. I think some improvements have gone on there myself to get that 100 watt hours extra with very little weight increase. Very good. Okay, and this is the weight of the beast. 14.47 kilograms.